Yo, what's good, y'all? No Mercy, Trap New York shit. Y'all already know what time it is. NoMercyTV.com. URL, Survivor Series. What's the date on this? Trying to look. November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. They trying to take everybody EBT money that weekend, man. You feel me? 3-day event. Club Martini, 725 Katy Drive, Fort Washington, Maryland, zip code 20744. Doors open at 1. ID is a must, as always. Before we get into this, getting into talking about the battles and the battlers and things of that nature, let me start off with this. One, a lot of these battles are going to get skipped. And I'm going to tell y'all why. There's a lot of these battlers that I'm not familiar with. You understand? And simply just not familiar because, one, nobody. I don't care how much of a diehard battle rap fan you're supposed to be. No one on this planet has watched every battle from every battler that's on this card. You understand what I'm saying? This is a 3-day event. You understand? That means there's about probably 50, 60, 70 battlers on this card. So you mean to tell me you honestly sat here and watched every battle from every single battler on here? I don't believe it. You feel me? Now, battlers, let me tell y'all this. What y'all need to do, as opposed to just relying on URL to drop your footage, things of that nature, network. Learn to network. Making it to URL is not the peak of your career. You're obviously planning on going further than that. So what you need to do is learn how to network, learn how to send people your battles, learn how to build relationships. Y'all want bloggers and media and people like that to cover y'all battles. But I know me, I don't be getting tagged in no battles. Like, I'm looking at, the people that's on this card, and nobody sends me any of these battles. I'm pretty sure Vada goes through the same thing. Pretty sure Jay Black can say the same thing. Pretty sure plenty of bloggers can say the same thing. Y'all have to stop acting like y'all are too big to share y'all content with people. You understand? Because URL is not the only vehicle. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's other ways to get your stuff out. When you look at, like, industry artists or whatever, they stuff gets out because they have big platforms and they have multiple platforms to push their content through. So they don't have to do all the sharing and tagging and stuff like that. I remember when Kendrick Lamar went by K-Dot, and I remember having him as a friend on MySpace, and he used to actually send his music out when he dropped music. You understand? Like, he used to send links and little MySpace bulletins and stuff like that. If you from that time, you know what I'm talking about. You understand? When you at this level, you still have to grind. Y'all will sit here and complain that y'all don't get fairly treated or whatever the case may be, but at the same time, y'all act like y'all too big to reach out to people. You understand? If there's certain bloggers you don't vibe with for whatever reason, cool. But don't make it a thing where it's like, because of certain situations with certain bloggers or certain bloggers doing some bullshit, y'all just Xing out bloggers completely. Because, trust me, it's good to have certain bloggers in your corner. It may not be bloggers that have a high view count, but it's certain bloggers that the people who are movers and shakers battle rap, they watch us. Movers and shakers watch me. Movers and shakers watch Jay Legend. They watch Visual and all the other bloggers that out there that you may think are small, but really certain people take their word as gospel. You understand? And it's because of the authenticity. It's because we give it to y'all, no gimmicks. We're not doing no funny shit, attacking people to try to get attention. We really just speaking on the battles, and that's it. A lot of us don't cover the little TMZ and all the other personal bullshit that go on. Yeah, we might touch on the stuff that's big, but as opposed to that, we're not really delving into the battlers' personal lives. You understand? So that's why we may not get the viewership that we deserve, but at the same time, our words still count for something. People in power watch us, and they watch the moves that we make. They watch the things that we say, and they adjust based on a lot of the feedback they're getting from us, because they know it's authentic. They know it's coming from a genuine place. They know it's not coming from a place of hate. Or now, back to what I was saying. Battery died real quick, but yeah, they know it's not coming from a place of being biased. You know, so you need the backing of people like that. You need the backing of people like T. Jones, who she may not be a blogger, but y'all know she on Facebook. Her posts get a lot of reaction. She always speak highly of people that she rock with or people that she feel is fire. You understand? Like, you need the backing of people who can really put your name in a positive light and really help put, you know, kind of a, not a machine, but just put some type of cosign behind you, because there's people that's going to follow that off them respecting their word. You know, like I say, I got 5,000 subscribers. I'm probably averaging like what, maybe 200 or 300 views per blog. But guess what? A lot of big name bloggers watch my blogs. A lot of big name battlers watch my blogs. A lot of league owners with huge platforms watch my blogs. You understand what I'm saying? So that goes a long way. You know, just because you don't see somebody getting a ton of views, man, it's not really a view thing. When you come to authenticity and co-signing certain things and just being a straight up 100% person with no gimmicks, those people still count. You understand? The people who are really just here for the sport and, you know, not really doing no super wild numbers, like, it's still a market for us. You understand? It may be a really small one. It may be one that don't generate a lot of bread, but at the end of the day, we're not getting a lot of bread off this. We're not doing crazy numbers, yet we still here. You understand? So that right there should say a lot. So y'all battlers that's on this card, y'all need to really take that into consideration, man. For real, for real. You understand? I'm pretty sure y'all see certain people on Facebook who make posts all the time and, you know, post about battlers and be showing them love. Y'all need to start inboxing these people y'all battles, and, you know, don't take it as like some people say, or their mindset is like, oh, they don't want to hit up certain people because they don't want it to seem like they begging or they asking. There's certain people who don't look at it like that. You understand what I'm saying? Me, I'm definitely a person who doesn't look at it like that. My only thing is, there be people that'll ask for things and then they'll jump crazy out the window on some bullshit, and then it got to get corrected, you know, and that's something that'll get thrown out there within that correction. But at the same time, if you a stand-up dude and you a good dude and you're just genuinely asking for somebody's support, then, you know, chances are when you're rocking with the people who are really authentic and are out here, you know, that's really going to take your message into consideration, then you're going to get the backing that you need. You understand what I'm saying? Don't just expect them to support you. Support them, and, you know, it's a two-way street. So, you know, y'all just got to do more networking in that aspect, and start learning how to make an impact. You understand what I'm saying? Like, do more than just show up to battle. Like, do little skits, do little lives, and, you know, just stuff to bring more attention to your battle. Because a lot of times battles drop on the app, and I really do not care about watching them shits. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm subscribed to the app because I support the brand. I've been supporting since Smack DVD. So that's what I do. But at the same time, y'all got to give people a reason to watch a battle. You got to give people a reason that when they get that notification, should I click on this? Stop what I'm doing? Because once you watch a battle, you can't do nothing else on your phone. You understand what I'm saying? So should I click on this battle, stop what I'm doing, and watch this? You understand? Like, that's what you got to take into consideration. So, you know, like I said, just always remember, when you get to URL, that's when your work really starts. It doesn't, it's more than just your battle just dropping on the app and that's it. And you sitting around expecting everybody to just, you understand what I'm saying? So, let's go through these battles, man. Like I said, I'm going to go through the people that I'm familiar with, the people I've been seeing. You know, if I'm familiar with both people, then I'm going to speak on the battle as a whole. But if not, then I'm just going to speak on, you know, the battle that I know. You know, so let's start with the Friday card. The 1-0/PGs. Easy to Block Captain versus Swag Tanner. I'm not familiar with Swag Tanner, but I'm familiar with Easy. Easy is one of the best niggas from Philly. You understand? As far as like the newer wave of talent that came after like the Reed Dollars and the Cassidys and, you know, all them people, Easy is easily one of the top 5 out of Philly. You understand? He talked that street shit. He has performance. Like, he's just that full package battler. You understand what I'm saying? And I think he has potential to really go far as URL goes. You understand? I don't know why he's not having more battles, but I think URL really needs to keep him around and really help develop him, because Easy has a lot to offer. You understand what I'm saying? So I really think he's somebody. I'm looking forward to watching his battle on, you know, this Survivor Series card. Presidential Dubs versus Funeral Fame. That is going to be a wild battle. Presidential Dubs been around for a while. He's been around for a while, you know. He's from We Go Hard. He's had dope battles that either been on URL or were on We Go Hard cards but dropped on URL. Presidential Dubs is fire. Like, super fire. Like, I don't know what it is that's keeping him from getting over that hump, but I feel like Presidential Dubs is main stage ready. You understand? Like, I feel like he should have got a shot, you know, on a big stage card. Now, if he has, and maybe I just haven't seen it, that might be the case, but he's one of those guys that's been working. He's been around for a long time. I was actually there at the PGs at Summer Madness 4 when he battled Yellow Mane, and he pretty much tore the building down. He had the, what he said, something, I leave everything red, that's high, yellow, he'll be two-toned or something. That joint was fire. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the way he sets his topics up is just, like, incredible. Like, he'll go one way, you think he going another, and then he'll stop, go another way, and the way his haymakers will land and be crazy. Funeral Fame, he's one of the newer guys. He annoys the hell out of me when he jumping on my Facebook post, but I respect the fact that he goes hard for his class and tries to, you know, really defend the newer artists that are on URL. He has a lot of character, you know. If you see him, he interacts with the people, you know. He's not afraid to jump on posts and, you know, discuss different things. So he's somebody that I feel like can possibly go far as well. Now, him and Presidential Dubs is going to be a crazy fight. You know, it's going to be full of energy. This is a battle that I honestly feel like is between two people who are main stage ready. You understand? Like, this is a dope battle as far as, like, being as a one-off, because it's not a PG. This, like I said, it could potentially be a main stage battle based on their energy. You understand? As far as consistency, because I feel like that will be the pretty much the judge of this battle, because energy is going to be there, the bars and the haymakers going to be there, but consistency as far as somebody who I feel keeps the energy throughout 3 rounds, I would have to say Presidential Dubs. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Funeral Fame, he's dope, especially when he starts out, but I feel like he starts getting to points where he kind of dies down a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? So, but he's fire, you know. So I would say Presidential Dubs 2-1. You feel me? I don't feel like it's going to be a walkover. I feel like it's going to be a dope battle on both ends, but I just feel like Presidential Dubs is going to get it. You feel me? Zigzag versus Kid Def. Now, both of them have battles on the Trap New York. I think I like Kid Def a little bit better. Zigzag, I don't know what it is that Zigzag is missing. As far as the last time I seen Zigzag is not as animated. You understand? They both have that country, raspy, street voice. I feel like where they differ is in content. You know, I feel like Zigzag is more, he's more like real street. Like, you know how I say, like, how with a person like T-Rex, when he spit it, you can tell it's like he been in it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the feel that I get from Zigzag. But he just don't really have the crazy energy to put with it, but the content is still potent, but Kid Def, he's one of those that he really has the energy to go with it. His haymakers be crazy. So a battle like this, I'll probably say Kid Def 2-1. You feel what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a dope battle overall. Both of them, they talk shit that I like to hear. I feel like Zigzag gives you more that shit that you could feel. You understand? So if you're more so a fan of just the content that you could feel more, then you're probably gonna go with Zigzag. But me personally, based on everything else as far as energy and animation, I might go with Kid Def in this one. You feel me? But it's gonna be a dope battle. 280 versus G's LaFleur. I'm only familiar with 280. I feel like 280 is dope, but he still has a little bit. He still has further to go as far as just developing his style, really finding his pocket, and really becoming like 100% comfortable in his material. And I'm just going based off the last battles that I've seen. I feel like he has a lot of potential, like a lot of it. I didn't see how his last URL battle went. I'm definitely, waiting to see how that turned out. But overall, I think 280 is dope. You feel what I'm saying? I think he got a shitload of potential. So him and G's LaFleur, I'm not familiar with G's LaFleur. I've seen his name on flyers, same with Swag 10, and like I've seen their name on flyers. I just haven't, had a chance to get around and watching their battles. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing 280 perform. Benji Lolo and Chicken Bob. I have not watched a Chicken Bob battle, but I did see that him and Benji was in the middle. It might have been, I don't know if it was Times Square or something, them doing the face-off. Why are they the only battle that has a face-off? That's a problem. You understand? Out of an entire weekend of battles, what is going to be like, 30, between 25 and 30 battles, there should be more than one battle that has a face-off. Now, Benji, he didn't do too well against Funeral Fame. You understand? He kept up for the most part, but it just wasn't enough. You understand what I'm saying? I rock with Benji. Like, Benji, he been grinding for a long time. He had little adversity here and there and little things that he had to deal with in his road to getting here. But I do feel like Benji is one of those people he's here to stay. You understand? He's definitely, I feel like he can be a potential asset to URL just as far as like his performances, the things he do with the props, his energy. Like, Benji Lolo is definitely a potential star. You understand? So I feel like he's going to be around for a while. He just has to make sure that in these battles he's showing up 100%. And I didn't feel he did that against Funeral Fame, but hopefully this battle, especially they had a mean face-off, hopefully that done motivated him to say, yo, I'm really going to come with it and, do my thing. D-Dub versus Rod B. I hate to be the honest one here. I'm going to keep it a buck. I think D-Dub going to smoke Rod B boots. Like, I'm keeping it all the way on it. You understand? I can't say that I have a Rod B performance that I liked aside from the DNA battle. Rod B, for me, he has too high of a losing percentage. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's not really amazing. He don't really have nothing that like attracts you crazy. Like, he just don't really have nothing that just grabs you. You feel me? And I've watched a lot of D-Dub battles, and D-Dub with his angles, his haymakers, his energy, and the way his writing is, I don't think Rod B stand a chance, man. I'm keeping it on it. Keep it a buck. D-Dub 3-0. I don't think it's going to be close at all. I don't see Rod B even getting half a round. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just my thoughts on that. Trey 30 versus Sir South. This is going to be a dope battle. I feel like bar-wise and energy-wise, they both have it. Like, they both have very creative writing. but they also have the type of energy behind it that really, makes the material stand out. I feel like Trey 30 has a bit more energy than Sir South, so he kind of might overpower him a little bit, if that makes sense. You understand? So a battle like that, I'm gonna say Trey probably 2-1. You understand? Trey is one of those dudes that I feel like has a lot of potential. Like he has a lot of character. He can be built into a potential star. He does music, and he actually makes really good music. Like, he can really rap. You understand? And I feel like he has what it takes to really be a mainstay on URL. I don't know what it is. I just really haven't been seeing many Trey 30 battles as of recent. There was a point where he was battling more often, but now it's just like, he battles here and there. And I really think he need to work on getting his presence back out there. Really making his presence felt, because Trey 30 is somebody who, he's fire. You understand? Sir South, I don't really see much from Sir South. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know he battles here and there, but character-wise, and as far as like how I see him on social media, I don't really see him interacting and really, speaking too much. And as a battler, that's one of the main things you got to get over. Like, you got to learn to get interactive, and it ain't just about winning the battle, because you can lose the battle. And if you're still enough of a character, and you're still enough of a promoter and a personality, then the league is going to want to keep you around, because they feel like they can develop you into being a ticket seller, even if you're not winning battles. You understand? Like, I don't know when Averb has ever won a battle. Like, Averb done had like 50 battles and probably has like 3 or 4 clear wins. You understand? But they keep him coming back because he's a ticket seller and people want to see him. You understand what I'm saying? So I was saying this battle, I think Trey 32. You understand? That's just my thoughts on that. Hayes the Gift versus Joey Gambello. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I haven't watched the Joey battle. I do see him on a lot of flyers. I know he got a little bit of a following. People kind of rock with him heavy. And that's pretty much the same with Hayes the Gift. Hayes the Gift is definitely one of the top guys that we go hard as far as like, just his content, the way he put his shit together. He really spit like real, like you could hear the pain when he's rapping. You understand what I'm saying? He's another person who can potentially be a mainstay on URL. Now, people say URL don't really have stars, new stars, whatever the case is. I'll say this. Within this one card alone is a lot of star potential. Like, there's a lot of guys here that have potential to be that next guy. You understand? But what I do feel like has to be done is they have to take, like, after this card, take all the guys that have the potential star power from the 3 cards, put all of them on one card. Easy, Presidential Dubs, Funeral Fame, Kid Def, Benji, D-Dub, Trey 30, Hayes the Gift. Take all of these guys and put them on one card. That way, you have a card that's just like packed with star power. You understand what I'm saying? It's something that's really going to be appealing to the people, because I guarantee y'all will get the best battles y'all are ever going to get out of these new class if you do just one card based around that. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Hayes the Gift. He another dude that been grinding, been around for a long time, and deserved a shot. The last battle on this card, Zeus the God versus Sheed Happens. Sheed Happens is another dude I haven't watched yet, but I've been seeing him making his rounds on like social media. I've been seeing people quote certain bars. His name get posted a lot, so I'm guessing he's on a lot of valid people radar. So I'm assuming he's been working enough to where him being on URL makes sense. Now, Zeus the God, he fire. He's another one of those that spit like a lot of pain in his raps. He do the struggle bars. But one of the things about Zeus is that I don't feel like he doesn't try to be overhead. He doesn't try to be super complex. He just gives it to you straight. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff that's not hard to get. You don't have to think twice when you're hearing the Zeus the God bar. Like, it's just like, you know, he gives it to you straight like that. And if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, then it's like he on to the next one. You understand? But I feel like as long as he's been around, this battle should be like the one where he elevates. You understand what I'm saying? Because I think he had a couple of PG shots. I'm not sure. I remember the Cash Cow one. I think he had another PG after that. Now he has this one. You understand? So I think Zeus needs to really take this opportunity to, you know, just really level up. He's another one. He do music. He got a little bit of a personality, and it shows when you see him on social media. You understand what I'm saying? So he could potentially be a URL mainstay. You understand? He's got to prove that with this battle. So I'm hoping he does that. Shouts to Zeus. And pretty much shout out to everybody that's on this day one card. You feel me?